Facebook. Hello YouTube, for those of you watching me live. I'm so sorry I'm late. I just got completely caught up. Do you know how it is? And I don't know where. And then I was looking at the time, I was going, oh my goodness, I'm supposed to be in my kitchen. So I'm really, really sorry. And this is going to be just a really fresh, fun Friday. I've got some fun things to share with you. And then as soon as I've finished, I'm going to be on time today. Yeah, I know, that makes a change, doesn't it? I'm going to be on time because at 1 o'clock I need to switch channels and go and join Julia Samuels, who is the amazing author and speaker and counsellor. And I'm going over to join her Instagram, so I'm going to be the guest for a change, and we're doing an IGTV, it's a split screen Instagram live, continuing the conversation. And I did a lovely Instagram live with her, must be, oh gosh, a couple of months ago now, and she is just so wise and wonderful. And so we're going to be having quite an in-depth personal chat. So it'll be a little bit of a change of pace. But if you want to join us there at 1 o'clock, I will be on Julia Samuels' Instagram. So that means I've got to crack on. I've got even less time today. So what I wanted to share with you today, as I mentioned on Monday, this is the start of Love British Food Fortnight. We love our British producers and growers and our farmers, don't we? And this is a kind of a shout out to them. It's a real focus. There have been lots of chefs and all sorts of people in the media who've been really promoting British food and why it's so good. We're so fortunate in this country. We have amazing artisan food producers from all sorts, from producing amazing cheeses to, you know, charcuterie, to jams and jellies and all sorts. Really, you know, we are very, very fortunate. And of course, the growth of farmers markets and farm box schemes and all of that has really helped to bring those kind of direct to our door. So I've been an ambassador for Love British Food for a few years now. I was the second one, I think, after the great Raymond Blanc, which I always thought was quite amusing because he was the first ambassador for the organisation, and of course he's French, but he's passionate about British food. And he says, look, you know, look, Liz, I don't want to do the accent anyway, so I've been in England for, 2 decades or more, and obviously with his manoir, the Belmont Manoir, and his other organisations and all the lovely things that he does, and he is absolutely passionate about having local, sustainable, seasonal food. And of course, if he's living and working in England, then that's his locality. So Love British Food is very close to his heart, and I was really pleased to be asked to join it, to support it. So as part of that, I was thinking, what should I do today? On Monday I was doing apples and pears. Who made that compote recipe? Oh my goodness, it's so delicious. I do actually have a little bit left in my fridge. And I don't know if my mum is watching. She does normally tune in, but she's going to come and stay with me tomorrow. And you're going to be getting that. So I hope you like the sound of it, because that's what I'm serving. I'm also going to be serving this. So it's Friday. So Friday, traditionally, fish on Friday. So Claire Palmer on Facebook says, I was just looking at your latest Insta posts. One word, wow. Yeah, I'll talk about that. If anybody hasn't seen what I've been posting on Instagram, you might want to go and take a look, because it was quite amazing. I'll talk about that in just a moment. But first, don't distract me, I'm going to talk about fish. And I am talking in particular about smoked trout. This is a box that has arrived for me, and I thought I'd unpack it kind of live with you guys, because this really captured my imagination. You can order this online. It's smoked trout from the most amazing chalk stream. So it comes from really clear waters. You know how sometimes trout can be a little bit kind of muddy. Oh, excuse me, that's my coffee machine. Always happens, doesn't it? It's like 20 to 1 or whatever. It just decides to do a self-cleaning thing. Never learn to switch it off. Anyway, I just let it do its thing. So this is chalk stream trout, and it comes in this special box, and you'll love this. They call it Eat Trout to Help Out. Okay, isn't that great? Eat trout to help out. And of course, earlier this week I was talking about the benefits of fish oils and eating fish and oily fish and how good fish is for us generally. So this is all packed in recyclable cardboard. So I thought I would just unpack it kind of here and now, and then show you one of my favourite, really super simple trout recipes, which you'll find also on lizearlewellbeing.com if you need the actual amounts and things. So what have I got here? Oh, I've got a nice recipe card. There you go. Oven baked trout fillets with tomatoes, capers and garlic. That sounds nice. I have got in amongst all these cold packs. So this is something that they've made. This is the smoked trout pâté. That looks absolutely delicious. The finest taste from the purest waters. Isn't that great? And this is, I'm going to make my own. So I'm going to save this one and I'm going to make my own with what we've got in here. Then I've got fresh chalk stream trout. Lovely. 2 portions in there. Delicious. Might do a stir fry or something with that. I think that would be rather good. And then I've got a pack here. This is hot smoked trout. By the way, if you want to look them up, Chalk Stream Foods. There you go. Chalk Stream Trout. And they do a special offer. And I looked it up, and there's all this big box, and you get free delivery with this Eat Trout to Help Out campaign for £26. So you can send it all over the country. I thought that sounded rather good. So hot smoked trout in here. I might use that for my pâté. What else have we got? Oh, and I've got cold smoked trout. That looks nice. That's like a kind of smoked salmon-y thing. And then what else? I've got more. Oh, little treats in here. Oh, look. Oh, a little card from a Spiga. We love a Spiga, don't we? I wonder why Spiga's in there. Maybe ethical, sustainable, timeless. Yeah, well, we know that we get our discount, don't we? Liz Loves, all in capitals, gets us 15%, I think it is, on a Spiga. So, yeah, nice collaboration. Wasn't expecting to see that. What else? Oh, I've got some munchy seeds. That's very nice. Pumpkin and sunflower munchy seeds. Thank you. That's obviously comes as a little bonus. Oh, look. A chocolate fish. I see this is like Christmas. Great. Do you know, when you do things like this, and it's just those unexpected surprises, isn't it? That you just think, wow, you didn't have to put a little chocolate trout in my box, but that's just so cute. I love it. Oh, and a lemon. Very handy, very thoughtful. Put the lemon for the smoked trout. And then last but not least, what's this? Oh, look, there you go. And there's your, I think it looks like a fridge magnet. Eat Trout to Help Out. So there you go. If you would like to help a British producer producing top quality stuff, there you go. So thank you very much, guys, for sending me that. And I'm now going to show you what I'm going to do with it, because if I just hop on to lizearlewellbeing.com, you will see there is a British smoked trout pâté recipe. And this is really delicious and so easy to make. I've got my laptop here, excuse me from bending down a little bit. What does it say online about this? Because my team have written some words about trout. It says, go for sustainably caught trout. And when choosing fish, you can look it up on the Marine Conservation Society, the MCS, and the Marine Stewardship Council. Trout is an excellent source of omega-3 fatty acids, DHA and EPA, which we talk about a lot. Crucial for many cell membranes, all our body systems. DHA is particularly important for maintaining brain health, of course. The NHS currently recommends that we eat at least 2 portions of fish a week, one of which should be oily. So this, oh, we've got lots of seafood recipes online. That's really great. Thank you, team. Thank you, Amy, for organising that, my digital editor. So I'm going to use for this the hot smoked trout fillets, and then I'm going to use some full-fat cream cheese to give it that lovely richness. And then I just need half a lemon and some salt and pepper. And then the secret ingredient, I'm going to use a little bit of horseradish, creamed horseradish, kind of cuts through the richness of the cream cheese and the smoked trout. This is a really nice brand, actually. I like it, Bay Tree. I popped a link on my link tree on Instagram if you want to find that online. And I think, Amy, you can probably find that as well. So let me find the hot smoked trout, which is this one. And this is, how much have I got in this pack? Can't see how much it is. It looks like it should be about the right amount, actually, 125 grams. So where are we? Let's take that out. Oh, I was just busy reading what it says actually about it. Oh, look at that. Look, that's so pretty. That's where it actually comes from. Isn't that so nice? So it's not like factory farmed in some kind of Asian conglomerate. So chalk stream trout are reared on Hampshire's rare and world-famous rivers, the Test and the Itchen. Our trout are athletic and lean and continually swimming against the fast-flowing chalk stream currents, have a delicious taste that reflects their clean environment. Perfect conditions for producing the highest quality English trout. There you go. And then they're smoked using traditional kill method with oak chippings, full of flavour. And it's a protected habitat. Brilliant. Really nice. Yeah, chalkstreamfoods.co.uk, that's where you will find them. Okay, so let me get going and actually make this, otherwise we're going to run out of time. So cut open the packet. I'm excited to try it actually. Who else likes trout? I always think it's a really good alternative to salmon. You know, there are so many issues with salmon farming. I don't actually eat any farmed salmon. If I do eat salmon, I always try and make sure it's the wild kind, because there are lots of environmental and sustainability issues with farmed salmon, and I've written a lot about that over the years. You know, if you look it up, you can see. And there's a very good investigative reporter who writes about food, Joanna Blythman. I follow her on Twitter, and she's up in Scotland, and she's been doing a lot of campaigning about raising awareness of the issues with salmon farming. So what you have to do to make this really simple is you just to flake your trout. I might have to try a little bit of this in the interest of research, just to kind of make sure it's okay. Oh my days. That flavour is really good. Really good. Okay. I didn't lick the fork, by the way. I hope you noticed. I put my fork back in. I took it off the edge. I know a lot of sort of TV chefs and things are always told off, aren't they? Because they're going, oh, look, you put the spoon back in the dish. No. Wouldn't do that. So really simple. I'm just check the quantities on here again. So same amount. It's about the same amount of the cream cheese, actually. So what is this one? This is Yorkshire cream cheese. Excellent. So we're using British. So that's probably going to be about 2/3 of this. You don't have to be super precise. Then a little bit of salt and pepper. Da-da-da. Actually, it's nice because the trout isn't too salty. You know, normally you get smoked fishes and they can be really high in salt. And then half a lemon. So just chop that one in half. Let me find a sharp knife. There we go. Oh, nice juicy lemon. Look at that. Talking about lemons, who went for the legology? The Amalfi lemons, the Sicilian lemons. Oh my goodness, I used it this morning after I got out of the shower. Lovely, lovely to be joined with Kate, in my studios on Wednesday when I did the split screen Instagram live. And that's Legology, for those of you who missed it. You can catch up, actually. You'll find it on Facebook, YouTube, and you find it also, obviously, in my Instagram TV, because it all gets stored there if you guys are watching me on Instagram. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add this little bit of magic ingredient. Now, if you don't like horseradish, you could use mustard. So you could use a smooth Dijon-style mustard if you wanted, or you could use a whole grain mustard. Would be really nice here, because then you'd get the little bit of texture coming through there. It smells really good. It smells really lemony, actually. I am going to use a little bit of horseradish because I do love horseradish sauce. So how much does the recipe say? 2 teaspoons. Yeah, that sounds about right, to give it a good horseradishy flavour. Just a little bit of tang, you know, just a little bit of interest. And then it just says a little bit of cress to garnish. I don't have any cress. That's okay. I'll get some. If my parents are watching, I'll have cress by tomorrow. Okay, I'll put it in a nice little pot to make it look all pretty. I think my parents will really enjoy it. They love fish, actually. They're not massive meat eaters, but they do love eating fish, and seafood is kind of their thing. So, there you go. Just made instant fresh chalk stream trout pâté, and I will get a clean spoon to taste it. Bear with me. Here we are, clean spoon. And let's try that. Oh yeah, honestly, that horseradish sauce, spot on. Really, really nice zing. So I would serve that with a little bit of sourdough toast. Oh, delicious. Maybe a little bit of butter on it, or drizzle with a little bit of olive oil on the toast, and then put the pâté on the top. Or crackers, obviously, would be really good, or oat cakes, something similar. Be really nice actually, also spooned into a baked potato. That would make a really nice potato filling. Actually make quite a good sandwich filling too, to be honest. Great, well there you go. So that's my fish on Friday, quick and simple and easy. Something else that I thought was really quick and simple and easy was the whole legology routine. If you heard Kate talk about helping to reduce puffiness and lymphedema and cellulite and just kind of the puffy orange peely skin, and I used her Air Light this morning. So this is the Air Light. This is the one that I absolutely love. You get 20% off with Liz Loves. If you didn't see her, do watch her, or you can watch online because they've got really good tutorials on how to do body brushing, how to use that lovely little kind of suction cuppy thing. Did you see that? Which is extraordinary for helping to just, again, tackle puffiness and heavy legs, that feeling of heavy legs. Oh, this smells so good. I wish you could smell it. It actually smells. This is my visual aid, everybody. It smells, I mean, really fresh and zingy like this. So I used it. Actually, I should have used it as a body cream. I was going to do the other arm. Because I just used it on my legs. So I just basically worked from my ankles upwards, just sweeping it up, you know, really concentrate on the hips and thighs and all the sort of flabby bits. Lovely. Oh, really good. So there's more details actually coming out. If you've signed up to the newsletter, the Liz Earle Wellbeing newsletter, don't forget that comes out every Friday afternoon at 4 o'clock. So just you go to the website, you click on subscribe and we'll send it to you. We never sell your data or share it. It's just purely a free service for our lovely community here, and we share recipes and kind of topical things that have been happening during the week and remind people of any offers that might be about to expire or anything like that. So there is a little link also to Legology there and a lot of the things that Kate is doing. A couple of other quick things that I just want to share with you before I have to go and join Julia. Oh gosh, lots and lots of questions about HRT. Okay, so I'm not going to go down the HRT hole today. Just to say, I do have a new Friday 5, which I recorded with Dr. Louise Newson. We love Dr. Louise, and she is, of course, the menopause doctor. If you haven't signed up for her newsletter and you want information on menopause, then please do. She's menopausedoctor.co.uk. But she and a group of others, lawyers, professors, researchers, academics, doctors, nurses, are now crowdfunding for a brand new charity. Yeah, the menopause charity. It's going to be amazing. She joined me for a podcast recording, and that's going out later on this afternoon on the Friday 5. So do take a listen to hear what it's all about. It will be incredible. You know, the more resources that we can have for midlife women, and of course it's going to be online, so you can access it globally, wherever you are, wherever your circumstances. It'll be completely free. The advice, the idea is that they have helplines manned by trained medical professionals to advise women with evidence-based information. So how amazing would that be? They've got plans to have a menopause bus that drives around with doctors and nurses on it. Can you imagine? You know, the menopause bus turns up at your workplace or in your car park or, you know, in your local shopping centre. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, what I love about Dr. Louise is she is so forward-thinking, and she's always thinking, how do we better train doctors and GPs? How do we campaign at government level to get more research and funding for this? How do we get menopause clinics opened up on the NHS rather than being closed down? How do we get practice nurses able to become involved with this whole discussion? And, you know, taking it into schools and workplaces and everything. So, yeah, so many hearts coming up here, I know, for Dr. Louise. Such a shout-out. So I will do something on menopause questions for sure. I'm obviously not a doctor. I am not a medic. I'm very fortunate in that I have the ear of many medics, and I interview them and get the information that I can then relay. But my information really is data rather than medical advice. So, you know, please don't ask me to advise medically because I can't do that. I'm simply not qualified to do it. But I can obviously pass on the information that I've learned and what people are saying and what the statistics show and what the data and the clinical evidence is. All of that, absolutely, I can share with you, which is what I do in my e-guide. That's the truth about HRT. So if you haven't yet read that, please read that. It's a very, very simple download. I know, Amy, you will pop a link on Facebook There's a link on Instagram. So it really has tried to cover all the bases with that. And there's lots of links. Being a digital e-guide, you can download it to your phone or your iPad or wherever. And then you can click. So it gives you links to click through to the nice guidelines, links to click through to various studies or research, etc. So please do go there first. But listen to my podcast. It'll come out later on this afternoon, the Friday 5 with Dr. Louise. And do, if you have any spare pounds, do pop them into the crowdfunding campaign, because as you can imagine, it's going to be quite resource heavy and we're going to need this. But if you're somebody who's been helped by HRT or has been helped by the information that you've had from Dr. Louise or Dr. Sarah Ball or Dr. Brewer, or, there's so many people who have helped. Diane Danzy-Brink, Meg Matthews, Andrew McLean. I mean, there are so many. And it would just be great, wouldn't it, to be able to share that with others globally. This is a massive sisterhood here that we're doing. So every little helps, as they say, and we can all be part of it, of something that can join with other organisations. It's not exclusive. It's all about just sharing the information and sharing the knowledge, having money maybe to fund studies. If the government won't fund these studies, and you don't really necessarily want industry to fund them, there's no investment coming in here. It's not like a website that's going to be funded by pharmaceuticals or anything like that. It's totally independent. It's a charity. So I think that's the strength. Anyway, I'm going to shut up about that because I have talked about it on my podcast and I'd love you to take a listen. A couple of other things that I do talk about on my podcast. Naked Pharmacy. I literally had these arrive this morning. These are my replacement packs. I love it. They're packing them in cardboard, which is brilliant, isn't it? So no plastic pots. This is the Saffron. This is the one that I take. I take 2 every morning. Really good. I've got vitamin D3 in here and B12. Really good to help with a good night's sleep and to help with anxiety and stress. So I'm actually taking those every morning myself. And this is the one that I give my kids, my youngest especially. This is Saffron for children, which are half size. So they're really easy to swallow. And yeah, I do think that they really help just with keeping everything a little bit calmer, which is what we need right now, and topping up with vitamin D, which is also really helpful. So that is that. Couple of questions. Yes, this is Carol McEwen. I'm wearing one of her lovely dresses. She doesn't even have a website. She's just on Instagram. I think it's Carol McEwen 1. And you just have to follow her and send her a direct message. And then every now and then she makes batches of these lovely dresses that she makes from extraordinary crepe that she then shrinks and works with and has them made ethically and sustainably by seamstresses in London. And she's just a one-man band. And Carol, I love what you do. Thank you for sending me this one. And I know that you get super busy every time I wear one of your things. That's really nice. Do hop over and have a look at her Instagram and support. This is my rose gold eucalyptus. I'm wearing my eucalyptus at the moment, partly because we do have a special 50% offer. Amazing. EUC50 is the code you need for that on Liz Earle jewellery. But also because eucalyptus is the symbol of strength and resilience. And I just think that that's kind of what we're all needing right now, isn't it? Oh my goodness, we're all having to just dig so deep for so many reasons. So it's really important to look after our well-being. It's important to eat well, to protect our mental health, to protect our sleep that we know is so important as part of our immune system and how we feel. So, sleep, that's why I take the Saffron because it really helps me with sleep. Estrogen, of course, is really helping me with my sleep and all these strategies. And then just sorting the brain out, which is what I'm going to be doing in a minute with Julia Samuels. Can't wait to be doing that, having just a really nice cosy chat. I wonder if I've got time to put the kettle on before I have to go live with her. Possibly not. Just before I go, I just wanted to say that I had the most amazing experience yesterday, which I put on my Instagram. I dropped my body temperature minus 130 degrees at London Cryo, which is an extraordinary thing. You stand in this chamber like this, and it's only for 2 or 3 minutes. First time you do it, it's 2 minutes. The second time you're allowed to do it for 3 minutes. And you are, you're surrounded by this, I mean, it's so cold. I can't even begin to tell you. I did take a little video of it and you can see it on my Instagram, and it was an amazing experience. And I'd done it once before and I had heard that this place was opening up in London. They've given us a Liz Loves 20%. Mustn't forget to say that. Really exciting. If you just call up to book, if you want to book, they've got 2 branches, one in Victoria in London, one in the city. I think they're hoping to open more. But if you say Liz sent me, you know, Liz loves, they'll knock 20% off, which is really good. And I love it. And I felt really good after it yesterday. And I had actually, you know, I've got a lot on my mind, so I didn't sleep particularly well last night. And I woke up this morning and I know I've got a really busy day ahead with lots of things going on, but I feel so positive. I just wanted to share that with you. You know, hopefully I'm radiating positive waves and positive energy, because I really do feel that I've had a real boost. And, you know, how much of that has come from dropping my core to minus 130 degrees, I don't know, but I'm definitely going to go back and have some more. But lots of interesting, you can look up their website, londoncryo.com, I think they're called. And yeah, really interesting for all kinds of health complaints. I'm sending Lily there. Obviously, she's got her histamine and migraine issues ongoing, and I think that it could be really helpful. Julia Samuel, MBE, has started a live. I better go. No time to put the kettle on, is there? So I hope that you'll join me over there. Just switch over. Facebook, if you've got Instagram, do hop over to find us on Julia Samuel's Instagram page. And guys, I'll just click off here and I'll just click on, and hopefully we'll continue the chat with Julia. But if not, I look forward to seeing you here on Monday. As usual, it'll just be me. Do get your newsletter, sign up if you haven't already. Amy presses the button for it to go at 4 o'clock this afternoon, so if you're not signed up before then you'll have to wait until next week. But thank you, Claire. Thank you for your kind words on Facebook. Lovely to see everybody. Don't forget Friday 5. Download that, take a listen. Lots of love to you all. Bye.